All right, let's jump right in. We've got our hands on something pretty special today, an internal investment memo for Serai, one of Kuala Lumpur's most exclusive properties. And this is basically our cheat sheet to decode how the ultra-wealthy think. So we're not just looking at a fancy building, we're going to unlock the logic behind a totally different kind of investment. So what kind of money are we even talking about here? Well, the starting price for a unit at Serai, based on what we're seeing, is over 7.3 million ringgit. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's the minimum cost of entry. Right off the bat, you know we're in a completely different league here, a world away from your typical property investment. Now, here's where it gets kinda wild. For that massive, massive price tag, the estimated rental yield is just 3.52%. Now, if you're a regular property investor, that number should be setting off all kinds of alarm bells. That's a huge red flag. To be honest, you could probably get a better return from a simple fixed deposit, and with way less hassle. So that's the multi-million-dollar question, isn't it? With a price that's through the roof and a yield that's in the basement, why on earth would anyone buy this? I mean, it seems to fly in the face of everything you learn about smart investing. And to get the answer, we've got to look at this thing from a completely different angle. And the answer lies in this powerful concept, the trophy asset. The first thing you need to do is forget about the monthly rent checks. That's not the point. This is about something else entirely. It's about status, it's about scarcity, and it's about playing a whole different ballgame with your money. So what exactly is a trophy asset? Well, think of it this way. It's an investment where the main goal isn't to grow your money, but to protect the enormous amount of capital you already have. It's less like an engine built to make profit and more like a financial fortress, a safe harbor designed to withstand pretty much any economic storm. And yeah, this slide lays it out perfectly. On one hand, you've got your cash flow investment. Its job is to make you money, month after month. But the trophy asset? That's your fortress. Its job is to preserve what's inside. A high yield isn't the point, it's just a nice bonus, really. You're not losing sleep over market swings, you're trying to stop inflation from quietly eating away at your fortune over the next 50 years. All right, so that's the theory. Now let's get practical. What are the actual, tangible things that make Serai a trophy? What are the key ingredients that build up this so-called fortress of exclusivity? You know, this quote from the memo just nails it. See, scarcity? That is the absolute foundation of a trophy asset's value. It's the last of its kind. A huge, freehold, luxury development in one of the city's absolute best neighborhoods. They just can't build another one like it, ever. And that scarcity gets dialed up to 11 with this number, just 121. That's it. Only 121 units spread across 6 acres of prime land. I mean, that is an unbelievably low density, and that creates a kind of privacy and exclusivity that you just can't find anymore. And for the right buyer, that's worth paying a huge premium for. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The market data proves it. Just look at this. Serai is commanding almost 1,800 ringgit per square foot. That is a massive premium over its neighbor, One Menarung, which is a fantastic development in its own right. This isn't just theory. This is the market literally voting with its wallet, saying, yes, Serai has that special trophy status. So these are really the core pillars of the whole investment. The memo actually calls it the blue chip DNA. You've got that untouchable location, you've got freehold ownership, which means it's yours forever, you've got a legendary developer, and these massive units that are perfect for high net worth families. Each one of these points is like another brick in the wall of this financial fortress. Okay, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Any good analysis has to be honest about the downsides, and the memo points out this huge paradox with Serai's location. It's this weird conflict between how amazing it looks on a map and what the daily grind is actually like. So on one side, you have this game-changing connectivity. A 6-minute walk to an MRT station in a neighborhood like this, that is practically unheard of. That's basically a golden ticket for a traffic-free ride straight into the city. You throw in direct highway access and being able to literally walk to major malls. I mean, on paper, it's a dream. But then you crash back down to the daily reality. And the memo is super blunt about it, calling the traffic notoriously severe. Because let's be real, even with a great MRT, the people living here are still going to be in their cars a lot. And those seemingly short trips, they can easily turn into these long, soul-crushing traffic jams. It really is the one big crack in an otherwise flawless diamond. Okay, so you weigh the incredible prestige against that daily frustration. What's the final call? What does the investment memo conclude? After all that, Is Centrale actually a good buy? And the verdict? It's crystal clear. Serai is what you'd call a defensive blue-chip asset. Its job isn't to make you rich with rental income. Its entire purpose is to be a safe harbor for a huge amount of capital, an anchor to protect it from the wild seas of the global economy. And this scorecard right here just sums the whole thing up beautifully. In the strengths column, you've got all the stuff that money can't normally buy, right? That irreplaceable location, the total privacy, that super rare walkability to the MRT. But then you look at the risks, and these are the real-world headaches. The crazy price, the daily traffic nightmare, the high maintenance costs, and the fact that you're not going to sell this thing overnight. It's not a liquid asset by any stretch. And this whole deep dive really leaves us with one last kind of mind-bending question about wealth. It makes you think. In today's crazy, volatile world, maybe the ultimate luxury isn't about making more money. Maybe it's about the peace of mind that comes from simply not losing it.